I use both, and you know, there's always that question, exactly that. Do you prefer electronic drums to acoustic drums, or do you use both or not? And I can only recommend and tell everybody in the room who's a drummer and wants to be a professional musician or is a professional musician, you have to get both. There's no compromise. It's not the same thing. You have to have both. If you're a serious musician, 95% of all music produced today are produced electronically on computers with electronic sounds. Everything. So in order to reproduce those, you need the equipment. You can't simulate with an acoustic drum set. There's no way you can do, you know, this. You can't do that with you know, you can't do that with acoustic drums. No way. Or, you know, no way. Or in the same thing you've got, you know, and in the same thing you've got, you know, you just can't do it. And so there should never be a compromise. And if you can afford, then you get both. You know, and there's so many things you can't do on acoustic drums, and of course, electronic drums are electronic drums. They're not acoustic drums. They feel different. They, you know, slightly different. This is by far the best feeling kit on the market, and the closest to a real drum set by far. But it's not. That's not the question. The question is, you know, nobody ever asks Chick Corea why he uses a grand piano and a DX7, or you know, a Joe Zawinul or Herbie Hancock. There's no doubt. You use a synthesizer and a grand piano, and you use combinations, and nobody ever complained that, you know, there's a synth on stage. It's the same thing with drums. You have to look at it from a different perspective, that it's about reproducing sounds. It's about the future of music and the presence of music. In the music industry today, again, 90% of all music is composed electronically and performed electronically. So there it is. Plus, you know, if you get a kit like this, and I'm not saying you should stop playing acoustic drums, not at all. You should have both. You know, if you get a kit like this, you realize that you'll probably use it more than you think, because you can practice at any time of day and night. You can turn the volume down. You don't need a soundproof room. You can play it late at night if you're at work in the daytime. And you can turn it down and put cans on. You have, you know, 1,000 different drum sets at your fingertips, you know. And it's a lot of fun to play. It has sequencing options. It has click tracks built in. It has a gazillion sounds. It's user-friendly. It's easy. The pads feel great. You know, all this amazing stuff you can do with this. Why not? You know, it's perfect.